A brand new bullish pattern has developed on Bitcoin as we test the $25,000 structure resistance. Things are getting more and more volatile, and you need to know where Bitcoin is going next, so be sure to follow along. Before we get into the analysis, we have a flash sale going on. Happy President's Day, everyone. You can get up to $450 off all Trade Confident indicators using the coupon code at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. With that, let's get into the analysis. Right now, we're on the TradeConfident.io website, and I'm going to take you down to the Bitcoin metrics. Diving straight into it with the Bitcoin Emotional Index. Now, Bitcoin has seen massive moves up in the past few days with the blue line here, the Emotional Index, pushing into greedy territory, just as we predicted last week. Most often when we get into greedy territory, this is when we're seeing moves back down in the market, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that soon. Next up is the Bitcoin long versus short trades. Now, starting about right here, about February 14th or 15th, we're seeing that short trades are slowly dropping out of Bitcoin here, and overall, this is bullish. Next up is the Bitcoin Whale Smart Money metric. Most often, when the metric falls below a value of -600 here, this is where we're seeing moves down in the market, and as of the last couple of days, that is where we were. Now, the most recent orange bar here is actually getting smaller despite moves up, and what this tells me is whales could actually be looking to make long trades. We could flip over to long trade sentiment too, even if the price is moving up. And this would show that whales are more likely to move money into the market. Next up is the Bitcoin Volatility Breakout Detector, and we have had a string of extremely high volatility moves in the market. Now, high volatility most often is followed by low volatility, as we can see here. We may get some sideways movement as we continue to test around $25,000. Now, the Bitcoin major support and resistance chart is unable to show new structure resistance back here. This chart is about as bullish as it looks. When you see every single line here green, it means every single line is now structure support. I'll have to show you on the live charts what this price is, but for now, we'll likely be using the $24,262 mark as structure support for some time, and around the $25,000 mark as structure resistance for some sideways movement, as we talked about up here on the volatility breakout detector. Last but not least is the Bitcoin daily trade scanner. Now, we got a sell signal a few days ago. We got a little bit of a move down, and besides that, a little bit of zigzagging. There are no more signals as of yet, but as we push higher and higher, especially as we get back into a red liquidity pool here, we may see another sell signal for a move back down. We've got that higher high. Now we're just looking for a lower low to continue the uptrend. Now, if you want to get access to all of these metrics and more, you're going to want to check out the Morning Brew overview today. And to protect the value for our members, I won't show you today's, but I have to let you know there are multiple signals that you'll want to know about from the TradeConfident.io metrics. I will show you last week's chart, February 17th, right here. It shows you the top performing and worst performing coins, crucial news updates, breakout detector, and all signals you need to know from the daily trade scanner across all coins on our website. So if you want access, click the link in the description below. Click show more right here, and you're going to click view Bitcoin metrics. Once you click it, it'll bring you to the membership page, and I would highly recommend the full access membership for $59 a month. It gives you access to that Morning Brew overview I just showed you, as well as scalping trade calls. This is a brand new system we're introducing that's going to show you many more trade calls, as well as members only content in the form of future forecast videos and Wisdom Wednesday episodes, where you're going to learn so much about trading. You'll get access to our Zoom coaching every single month, as well as Trader EQ and access to all metrics across 20 coins on the website. Click subscribe now. We look forward to trading with you. And with that, let's check out the live charts. Here we are looking at Bitcoin USD on the 4-hour time frame. Price versus while money flow is at about the middle on its chart here. Trend exhaustion is about the same area too. We can see right here we have a symmetrical triangle pattern that is formed inside the broadening triangle pattern. Most often, this is going to be a continuation pattern, and because it started from an uptrend, this means we're more likely to break out to the upside too. We've gotten beautiful sell and buy signals within this triangle as well on the 4-hour time frame. So what a triangle pattern right here is going to show you is diminishing volatility. This means that less and less people are selling, less people are buying, less people are selling, less people are buying, and so on and so forth until the pattern breaks out again. We're also actively testing the $25,000 structure resistance, and we've tested this multiple times over the past couple of days. We've not quite been able to break above it, but once this pattern breaks out, assuming it breaks out as expected, this will be a break above the $25,000 mark. Now, I do want to take you to the 1-day time frame here. Let's zoom in and get a closer look. Price versus well money flow is in the middle of its chart and moving up. Trend exhaustion is in the middle of its chart now and moving down. This shows uncertainty and possibly a little bit of volatility, although as we know from this symmetrical triangle pattern, volatility is diminishing. Given the fact that we're fairly low on the price versus well money flow and we're moving up, this could signal a breakout to the upside soon. And on the weekly time frame, this is extremely bearish right here. Price versus well money flow is at 70, and most often this shows overbought and signals a move down soon. And the trend exhaustion is high, almost as high as it can possibly get here at a value of 93. Overall, this is extremely bearish, especially as we do test the $25,000 structure resistance. So while the 4-hour and 1-day do feel pretty bullish at this point, I don't think any breakout to the upside would be very big because of the intense bearish pressure on the 1-week time frame. However, if we break this level, this massive $25,000 structure resistance, I think it will be very bullish and may actually invalidate these signals from the price versus well money flow and trend exhaustion. Now, before we get into price predictions, I want to show you something that's going to be really helpful for your trades. Right now, I'm on the 1-day time frame. What I want you to do is go up to the alerts tab and click create alert. What you're going to want to do is set the trend exhaustion to watch for drop once per bar close right here. Alert name it something simple like that. Click create. And what this is going to do is let you know as soon as the trend exhaustion moves into its upper red territory. This is going to be really helpful information because as the price moves up, as soon as it breaks out of this, I can almost guarantee the trend exhaustion will move up into its upper red territories. Once it does move up into the upper red area, especially if the price versus well money flow is high too, that could be a great area to exit a trade. Now, there's one more indicator you'll want to set up alerts for, and that's the TC top and bottom finder. And you're going to want to set it to sell once per bar close. Click create, and then you're going to make one more same thing, TC top and bottom finder, but you're going to set it to strong sell once per bar close. Click create. If you get the trend exhaustion in the top red territory and a sell signal up here, especially if the price versus well money flow is high, all three of these combine to make one of the strongest bearish signals in the market. So that's what I want everyone to be looking out for. Now, as I said in the beginning, there is a $450 off coupon for all of the indicators Trade Confident offers right now through February 21st, ending at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want to get access to this amazing deal, again, links are in the description. Click show more, and then it's going to be the second link right here. Click it, and it'll bring you to the indicator flash sale page. Now, there's a $400 off coupon right here, and in order to get that, you need to purchase the bundle pack. This will include the trend exhaustion and price versus well money flow indicators, as well as 7 other ones for you to use. Now, be sure to use President's Day for $50 off, and once you purchase the bundle pack, you will be given a $400 off coupon for the TC top and bottom finder indicator. This will give you access to all 11 of Trade Confidence indicators for much cheaper than just the TC top and bottom finder alone. And if you do end up wanting to buy the TC top and bottom finder by itself, be sure to use President's Day here using the $250 off code. No matter what you purchase, it's a lifetime access for a one-time payment with full dedicated email support. And with that, let me tell you where I think Bitcoin is going next. Back on the Bitcoin USD 4-hour time frame here, I'm going to tell you where I think Bitcoin is heading next. Based on the fact that both the 4-hour and the 1-day time frame here are showing the price versus well money flow and trend exhaustion in the middle, what I think is likely to happen is the price is going to oscillate between this triangle pattern, the symmetrical triangle pattern, until it breaks upward. We'll have to keep everyone updated for what this would look like. And if it does break upward, I'm going to be looking for it to move up to the structure resistance on this broadening triangle pattern. This structure resistance has been respected for almost a month, so because of that, it's quite strong, and I would expect that to be the first place that we test as Bitcoin begins moving up again. I do have to say there is a small possibility, it's just a little bit, but there's a small possibility of a move back down to structure support, again, that has been respected for over a month. But if it does that, I think it's just going to move straight back up, and that's just my honest opinion. More likely, though, it's going to be a move up to that structure resistance. And by the time it gets here, let me lengthen this out a little bit. will probably intersect right about here, and that's going to be at $26,000. With that, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Be sure to grab the $450 off the indicators in the description below. And remember, trade safe, trade confident, and I'll see you in the next video.